Hi everybody, and welcome to the studio. It's a windy day, it might start raining, so we're outside again painting. And this is actually going to be the last episode in this apartment, since we'll be moving. So today what we'll be doing is we'll be doing a nice waterfall with a moon. I saw a fantastic photograph online the other day, and I thought I'd like to really try to paint that. So I have a black canvas. It's been prepared with just phthalo blue and black all over. And let's just get started. I'm going to just go into some titanium white. And somewhere up here, I'm just going to start doing the X-stroke. And it's going to get darker and darker and darker as I move away from that light source. Something like that. And with a clean brush, I'm going to go into some white, pure white this time. Actually, pure white, same as last time. And I'm going to put a big moon in. And this moon's going to be right here in the center. Just twisting the brush is going to make it like that. I'm going to beat off some of that excess. I'm going to go in again. And I really want this moon to be really, really white. So I'm just going to go one more time. Yeah. And that's a pretty effective moon. Twist them up just a little bit more. There we go. And let's add just a few clouds into this sky. Nothing kind of crazy. Just with a fan brush, Prussian blue, phthalo blue, and just scribble in some clouds. And with another fan brush, just into the white, just start to highlight them. Going from close to where the moon is, and sort of working away. Paying attention to what parts are going to be lit up by the moon. Don't let your brush stay in one place for too long. And then just sort of take a brush and sort of just blend the highlights into the dark parts of the cloud. This is a really simple sky today, no need to do too much. It's a very effective way to do a sky, so we don't need to work too hard today. Now, if we're going to have a waterfall, it needs to be sort of contained. So I'm just going to go into some dark colors black Prussian blue. And I'm just going to start adding some trees, doing this downward stroke. Just like that. And on the other side, I'm going to do the exact same thing, starting high. Just sort of pushing downward. I think to really sell the idea of some trees, maybe there's a bigger one up here, and he can go and be a little bit more distinct. And maybe one up here. Give him another one. Give him a friend. Just lost the brush. It's a windy day today. It's definitely windy. That brush isn't coming back today. I'll have to get him after. And then just down here on the bottom, just sort of pick up a little bit and just sort of really show where the bottom of the tree is. Now, the photograph I saw had the waterfall, and the waterfall was actually coming from the moon. So it kind of looked like the moon had just kind of melted. So to do a waterfall, it's really easy. You just go into some liquid white or some just regular white, maybe a little liquid white just to make it a little bit more thin. Touch and down. Touch and down. Try not to do too many times. And that's a simple waterfall. I'm going to add a few more trees in here. And now we're going to add just a few more trees in through the side. So just same dark color, maybe a little bit of Alizarin Crimson in it to take it a little less blue, and maybe a little sap green in there. And I'm just going to start adding in like a tree. Here, there's a tree. And even though the tree is sort of blocking this waterfall, maybe it got really tall, it's pushing the waterfall back, and that's going to help its overall look. Over here, same kind of thing, just some trees. I don't want to go too nuts with the trees. They'll have to end at some point. And at the bottom of this waterfall, there's going to be some steam, some water that's getting sort of smashed up and into the air. So we're going to do that kind of the same way we do clouds, just sort of anything. And blend that. So just with a clean brush, and start blending it all together. Really kind of loose and swirly. Tapping can bring in a lot of mist, but I'm mostly going to try to leave the top part alone. Something like that. And once that layer's done, go back into the liquid, go back into the white. And add another layer. About that rain. It might start raining soon. Go back, blend out the bottom, but leave that top edge alone. Swirl it around. Don't stay in one place too long. Then tap. Tap, 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 tap. Then, let's start highlighting some of these trees. So, I'm going to use that same brush, that same dark brush that the trees were made with at first. And I'm going to the original color, I'm just going to add a little bit of cadmium yellow, just a little bit of cad yellow, just to lighten it up a little bit. And actually, before I even do that, let's use some liquid white and just put in some trees. Maybe liquid white and a little bit of brown. Just a sort of light and a brown color. And a little bit more liquid white. And just sort of add a few branches in here. It's nighttime, it's going to be kind of dark in here, so we can't see everything. You can use paint thinner too to thin down your paint. Maybe some of the branches stick out in front of the waterfall. Always look for opportunities for contrast. Whenever you have some black show some white. Wherever you have some white, show some black. Contrast is very, very pretty. There's a big one here. So with these branches, where I'm doing the darker branches is in front of the waterfall where it's white. And where I'm doing the lighter ones is in the trees where it's dark. So that way you can see them. Do one more. Yeah. That's probably enough. Now let's take that brush that I was getting the green on and start highlighting. And nighttime, don't want to turn this painting into a daytime painting. So I'm just tapping kind of gently. So I'm starting closer to my light source, and then I'm moving further away. And that's because all the transparent color on the canvas sort of works to absorb. So you always get lighter as you move away. So it's really easy to get like effective gradients and really effective lighting. And it works just really, really well. When you're highlighting things like this, you don't want to cover all your dark spots. The dark is really, really important to show the light. If it was all highlighted, it wouldn't be very attractive at all. Being very gentle. And if you work from top to bottom, it'll get darker and darker as you get closer to the bottom part. Just something like that. Just so we can see kind of and tell what we're looking at. There we go. Let's add a big rock right in front of here and add sort of just another layer in there. So I'm going to take black, Van Dyke brown, roll it out, cut off a little bit, and just rocks can be any shape. Which is good because this patio is very small and I have a hard time getting anything done in this lower left hand corner. Sort of smearing something in here. Focusing a lot on this top edge. can also use a fan brush too. I might do that. Probably works a little bit easier. Probably works a little easier if I can't reach in there. And then just using brush strokes, lighter colors, maybe adding some burnt umber too. I mix. Maybe a little white. Just lightening up the color a little bit. And then highlighting the rock. And we're just always looking for opportunities to add more contrast to our painting. So right here, there's a lot of white, and it'd be really nice to cut through that with something really dark. So this is a good place to put maybe one tree. And this just kind of works because it's light. So he lives there. These rocks, maybe they grow moss on them. That's not unusual. So I can add some moss to some green stuff. Soft. Soft moss on these trees. On these rocks, these aren't trees. And maybe just to finish this one off, just a fast painting today. Maybe just to finish this one off, just a tap of liquid white. Just sort of show where the water might be. Maybe it goes in behind that foam. Something like that. And maybe just put in a little water line here. So we know the water. Maybe the water ends over there. And we can add a few more little, maybe like white parts here. Yeah. So it's not so dark in there. Something like that. The last thing to do is to just sign off on the painting. So I like to go into just some brush cleaner. And sign it. Alright, I think that's a finished painting. Thank you very much for watching the episode and coming into the studio. Next video will be at a different place. Thank you very much. We'll see you around. Bye.